Spectacular images tonight from Iceland, where a volcano that had been dormant for 800 years is erupting again for the sixth time since December.
Wow, scary stuff. I was just there. This eruption causing evacuation of a popular cruise destination. Just one of the cruise news stories on today's show. Big announcement from Carnival, a whole lot more. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I am your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views for your face. For your face on a Saturday the 24th of August, 2024. And scary stuff coming out of the land of fire and ice in Iceland, particularly near Reykjavik, where seismologists and other scientific type folks have been waiting and anticipating a volcano to explode in that area, a volcano that has erupted 6 times since December. And well, interestingly, very close to that volcano, within 2 kilometers, is a very popular spot in Iceland, a very popular spot for cruisers called the Blue Lagoon. Now, the Blue Lagoon is a man-made thermal pool that's made from the runoff of the geothermal power plant there. And it's got minerals in the water, and you can go get a mud mask. And I'm very intimate with the process because on the 4th of August, just 20 days ago, I was in it. I was in the Blue Lagoon, and I tell you what, unsettling when you go to the Blue Lagoon because you have to drive through that lava field there in the land of fire. You got to drive through the lava field. They tell you about how there used to be a town there that recently got overrun with lava. You've got all these tourists out there chipping away at the new lava. You got new lava, you got old lava. You go right to the Blue Lagoon, and during the briefing, when they're telling you about your experience at the Blue Lagoon, they tell you that during your time there, you may hear an alarm that would signal for you to quickly evacuate. And I tell you what, I was there for about 2.5 hours, and the whole time I was there, I was like, I really hope I don't hear an evacuation alarm. Like many folks, I have watched the documentary of the very sad events at White Island in New Zealand, where a volcano did erupt and cruise passengers lost their life. And so while I was excited to be at the Blue Lagoon, the whole time I was there, I was like, oh, I hope this is not a weird ending to my story or anybody else's story that was there that day. Unfortunately for us, we had a wonderful time and we were able to leave. But now 20 days later, here's some video of some people that were in the Blue Lagoon when that volcano erupted. Scary stuff. Certainly at the moment of eruption, there's really no clue as to which way the lava is going to flow. Unfortunately, as the event continued, it became apparent that it would not be flowing toward the Blue Lagoon. So fortunately, those people in those moments were able to get away, no issue, that kind of thing. I guess it's an interesting and an exciting thing at the same time. When you go traveling, there's definitely things that you can participate in that bring with it some risk. Soaking near an active volcano, flying in a float plane or a helicopter to see a glacier, going out to where there may be bears and other animals. You know, we do it because I guess on some level we're adventurous and, you know, the risk is less than the reward. But it does make you stop and pause. Like, is this the smartest thing to do? What about you? Blue Lagoon, any of these hot springs near active volcanoes? Is this something you would do? Is this something that you would avoid? I'm glad I did it. But again, the whole time I was there, I was kind of mindful of the risk that I was taking. And fortunately, nothing happened as the volcano erupted again. Yeah, wild stuff. Cruise news story number 2. We have a Carnival cruise ship coming out of dry dock. This time we're talking about the Carnival Splendor. It's returning to service today. Splendor was in dry dock in Singapore, and now she will embark on a 16-night voyage, a repositioning cruise to get her from Singapore back to Sydney, Australia, which will be her home port. In addition to regular maintenance that was done during the dry dock, the Splendor got the new Carnival paint job. She also got a nod to Australia, a Southern Cross painted on her hull, and it really signifies that this ship is kind of connected with that Australian cruising market. Carnival Splendor originally launched in 2007, can accommodate 2,600 passengers. Cruise news story number 3, Holland America Line's MS Zuiderdam has arrived in Boston after completing an epic 30-night voyage of the Vikings. This was a repositioning from Europe over to the United States. MS Zuiderdam arrives in Boston to take on a series of New England and Canada cruises. These cruises will occur between Boston and Quebec City with stops along the east coast of North America. That's going to happen until mid-October, and then Zuiderdam's going to have another epic journey. Round trip from Boston, 21 days down to the Caribbean and back, and then eventually she will make her way to home port in Fort Lauderdale for a little bit, doing some 10-night cruises to the Eastern and South Caribbean. And then finally, in 2025, she's going to go on another big journey, this one called the Grand World Cruise, a 124-night cruise to kick off 2025 with stops all over the world, really. Look, not to spread malicious rumors, but it seems like the Zuiderdam gets around. Am I right? Wow, this is cool. I'm going on a Holland America cruise in November. It's just a short 4-day cruise. I don't think it's this cruise. And, but yeah, Holland America cruise nonetheless. Now I'm kind of excited. All right, cruise news story number 4. Let's talk about sports and cruising. I think that's a sports theme. I don't know. Carnival Cruise Line with a big announcement for football fans. They signed up for stuff. I don't know. They've upped their subscription to ESPN and to, I guess the final outcome is that there's going to be Monday Night Football, there's going to be Thursday Night Football, and there's going to be a lot of other football games on Carnival cruise ships for the upcoming football season. So you know what this means? It means no excuses for some of you folks out there holding on to your football schedule as a reason not to cruise. Time for you to book a cruise today. I did go to the Blue Lagoon. Check out this video next. Thanks for watching the show. Like, subscribe if you dug it. It's Tony for Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.